Well, hello and welcome to Knife Delights. It's time for another Two for Tuesday. Hey, on the table today, we got us a pair of old timers. And I decided I'd kind of show one of the old ones versus one of the new ones. And before we get started here, this old timer here, this is a Stockman. This was sent to me by RJ's Knives. RJ, thank you so much for sending me this knife. He sent it to me quite a while back, and I never did get a review done on it. So here you go. We'll be talking about this Stockman. And of course, this is one of the newer Chinese made. And then this model here, it's a Jackknife. So we don't have a head-to-head comparison here because two-bladed versus three-bladed. But this kind of represents what the old timers used to look like. Now, before I get too far into this, I want to mention that our friend Terry, there at Terry's Knives and Man Stuff, has started an open tag, and he's going to be showing a Stockman every Saturday. So I think he's calling it the Saturday Stockman Stampede. So here's another opportunity for channels to participate, show off your knives. You got a ready-made topic right there by just showing your Stockman. So it's a great way to join in. If you're a young channel, join in on that open tag. And we've got, so now we got what? We got the Saturday Stockman Stampede. We have 2 for Tuesday, 3 for Thursday, Thankful Thursday, Fixed Blade Friday, Fun Knife Friday, and there's always lots of other little open tags out there. So just grab your knives and participate. It's a lot of fun. So again, here's the Stockman three-bladed knife. And you know what? I think I need to put just a little bit of oil in here before we get going. But Schrade and the old timer, you know, that's a very historic brand. Schrade sure made a lot of knives in their day. Oh, sure. Look at that. Just a little drop of oil there. Sure makes a world of difference, doesn't it? Pretty good walk and talk here. Get just a little drop down in here. Doesn't take much. You don't want to put too much oil in there because oil does attract dirt and dust. So it'll make it gummy in there if you put too much oil. But anyway, so here's the clip point blade on this one. And there's your tag stamp. And then they went away from the old model numbers. And these must be the new model number designation. So this is a 114-3414. And as we turn it over, everybody's favorite blade, the spade blade. Now, isn't that a different looking spade blade? That is really different looking. Yeah. And then we have our sheep's foot, of course. Gotta have a sheep's foot. It's a Stockman. There's a kind of a look at the blade width, the blade stock there. And you can see we got brass liners there. Now this inlay here is a wood. I don't know what type of wood that is, but they've done a really good job with it. Very attractive looking. And we've got nickel silver bolsters, kind of squared off. So that's what one of the more modern Schrade's old timers look like. Now here's an old timer I picked up in an antique store. And this is what I think of when I think of the old timer, this saw cut Delrin. And it has brass liners also. Let me get up here and focus. Focus, please. There we go. Of course, 3-pin construction. Now this knife has been used, but there's the pen blade. Somebody got a lot of use out of this. I have carried it. Again, it's a two-bladed jackknife. And there's your clip point on this one. And this is the 33 OT, Trade, New York, USA. And I believe this model was called the Middleman Jack. And based on the Tang stamp, I believe it was made sometime between 1973 and 2004. So let's just do a comparison on these clip blades. Again, it's not going to be a head-to-head comparison because the one on the bottom here, it's been used. But you can see with the slant of the clip here and everything, they look pretty similar, don't they? The bolsters, again, the more squared off. And they both have brass liners. Now this jackknife here almost seems to be as wide as this Stockman. Let's compare that there. So even though the Stockman has the extra blade, the jackknife seems to be just about as wide. And doing the redneck weigh test, they weigh about the same. So let's just check this, see if we can see what the blade stock looks like. Well, again, I don't have calipers, but it looks to be like it's almost the same blade width there, doesn't it? So it's very close to the same blade stock. I do not know what steel was used in these old Trade old-timers, but these were certainly very popular knives. Very popular. I think this one could use a little drop of oil too. Let's see if we can get a little better walk and talk on this one. Oh, there you go. That's a lot better. Still a little bit soft, but it is a used knife. So there you have it, folks. We've got two old-timers. One new, one old, one USA made, one made in China. Well, I certainly hope you've enjoyed this 2 for Tuesday. I'm going to put a link to my slip joint playlist down here in the bottom right-hand corner. Make sure and check out my old videos. And until next time, have a very delightful day.